None of us really know. None of us really know.
I know.
No, I know. Perfect timing, Keith.
Keith, what's up?
Your favorite movie of all time, F9.
Oh, good.
How is there any other choice than Remember the Titans being number one?
I'm curious.
I'm spoiling mine, but
Well, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, that's a good
I'm
question,
not even
Brian.
done talking.
you shouldn't be talking at this point.
Doesn't matter because he's not here tonight, Mr. Bartley, MIA from the show this evening. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Apocaflix Movies and Apocaflix Now. My name is Jake Berlin. I am your host for this evening. This is our weekly hangout show. We appreciate you guys all coming, hanging out with us. I apologize for the ruckus behind me as my dogs decided to go full zoomies on me right now. So if you hear loud, crazy things happening, maybe something breaks, that is why there is not a burglar in this house, I promise. As you can see, I got two gentlemen with me tonight. A fourth will be joining us here very, very shortly. Let's go ahead and find out how Gio and Brian are doing. Gio, how you doing, man? You had quite the day.
Yeah, I did. Had a very exciting job interview that I think went very well. And it's one of the premier hotels in downtown Sacramento. So, if anything... no, that one I kind of turned down. So
Good for you.
Yep, right. But, you can't take these opportunities for granted. So we'll see what happens with this one. And, like Jake mentioned, Jacob's out. I guess his voice is still out because him and I were cheering for the 49ers to beat the Dallas Cowboys. So any Cowboys fans in the chat, I'm sorry. Okay. Y'all got some decisions to make. And, so do we as Niner fans. But this is not a football podcast. We're here to talk movies.
Yeah, save that crap for first round fantasy. Brian, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I love how happy Gio gets to just extend him and Jacob for one more week. But
yeah, just one more week.
We'll take it, man. We'll take it.
John Pierce, you can go to hell with that.
The Bengals are winning the bowl. The Bengals are winning
Mahomes, that ankle, just be careful, okay?
The Bengals are winning the bowl. I tweeted it out last week. I so wish I was a Bengals fan. I hate being a Raiders fan.
Me too.
I want to be a Bengals fan so bad.
Their uniforms, all white.
I just think the Bengals are a vibe. I just love them.
I get to vicariously live through the Bengals because my sister's boyfriend is from Cincinnati.
They're definitely my second team. 100%.
So it's I get to just be like,
no, that's
Jimmy
awesome.
Freckles, diehard Chiefs fan. Hey, Jimmy, that was a hold on Nick Bosa, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyways,
we're not talking about that. Jimmy, safe travels. Safe travels. Look, we have a super fun show planned for you guys tonight. There's a lot of things happening. We have the typical movie watching challenge, which will be happening here in just a little bit. And then we have, obviously, the big Oscar nominations came out today. We're not going to be covering it fully, but we're definitely going to recap it, kind of give our instant reaction. Take about 10 minutes just to kind of cover it. It may be a thing we talk about later on down the line as the show gets closer. The show is not till the second weekend of March, which is way down the line. So we have a little bit to go. So that'll definitely come back up. We're going to be talking Tron, because some news came out about Tron this last week. And then I have a little game plan for the boys. They have no idea what's headed their way, but we're going to be playing a little bit of a movie game, which is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to
do I need my whiteboard? Because it's on the
You
other
do not
side.
need your whiteboard. You do not need your whiteboard.
Good.
So
I didn't want to get up.
We'll get to that. And hopefully Keith is here for that because I'm sure he'll have a blast with that. But with that said, let's go and get this bad boy rolling with the movie watching challenge. Wow, that was a terrible version of that.
Sorry,
Brian.
I kind of feel bad because the last couple of days I've been super loud podcasting for the poor guy underneath me. So I'm like, try.
You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's before 10 o'clock. They can suck it up.
I guess.
So look, I was challenged last week by Keith Barnes. I reviewed The Lighthouse, which that video is ready to go out tomorrow morning. You'll see my review on The Lighthouse. Just got to say, What an interesting film.
Jake,
What a very interesting film. Brian, you would hate this movie.
I know. I already know that. Jake, give me how you feel about this movie by giving me a face. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Let's just put it this way. I did not expect this movie to be directed by the same guy that did The Northman.
That's what I was going to ask. This is the same guy. Yeah. Okay.
Robert Eggers. Yeah.
Okay.
Did not expect that whatsoever. Again, my review comes out tomorrow morning, so you can check that out. It was just myself. Wasn't able to grab the guys. Obviously, we're very busy right now. I am happy that I watched it. It's something that I think everybody should watch, but it's definitely a yes or a no, like a hard yes or a hard no. There's really no in between on it. So check that out tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. It'll be released on the channel. The next part of all this is I get to challenge someone, and I'm going right back to him because he got a little bit of a break, and we're getting the train rolling again. I am challenging Mr.
It was so nice.
I am challenging Mr. Brian Avalosino this week to a movie that he'll be watching. And I chose 4 movies that I absolutely love that are all kind of in the same vein. They're all a little bit smaller, but all incredible films that I think everybody should watch. I'm challenging Brian to these 4 movies. We have Drive, we have Spotlight, we have Gravity, and we have Hell or High Water. 4 movies that are absolutely incredible. Movies that are much smaller, right? They're kind of driven a little bit more towards the Oscar side of things. And I'm very intrigued on what Brian's possibly watching this week. So any thoughts, Brian, before we spin this wheel?
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, that's what I thought it was. The Spotlight one was the Catholic Church
the
one.
church one, yeah.
Michael Keaton, yeah.
I don't know. None of them jump out at me. I guess, I mean, Hell or High Water, I've heard around for a while. Gravity, I think I kind of had part of it spoiled for me, so I'm like, but yeah, whatever. Drive, I heard Drive is very much you like it or you don't like it.
Possibly.
And Spotlight, I mean, all I know is isn't oh my god, Mark Ruffalo in it?
Rachel McAdams, Mark Ruffalo, Michael Keaton. It's a pretty big cast.
Mark Ruffalo is
Liev Schreiber.
Yeah. Liev Schreiber, correct. Thank you, Gio. All right, Brian, let's see what you're watching. I almost want you to land on wild cards so you can pick.
No, I was literally about to say I hope it doesn't land on wild cards. I don't know what I would pick.
I don't hate it.
Nice.
I don't hate it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't hate it, baby.
To be completely honest, if I did get wild card, that's probably what I would have picked.
So this is Chris Pine and Ben Foster, Jeff Bridges in a modern day bank heist Western. Put it that way. Don't look up anything, Brian. You don't want it spoiled.
No, I'm just looking to see if it's streaming. Oh, good. It's on Hulu. Perfect.
No, or Hell or High Water's a winner, man. Hell or High Water's a winner.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Foster's in it. I love him.
They play brothers. Chris Pine and Ben Foster play brothers.
I'm just looking at the cast.
Is this not Chris Pine's best performance?
It's up there. It's 100%
Yeah.
up there. I mean, I'd have to look at his filmography just to be sure, but I mean, I don't know the last time he was that good. Like he was great in that movie. That ending is just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Is this going to make me like immediately go into watching Yellowstone?
It's from the same guy.
Yeah.
Is it really? I was just kidding. I was just being
Taylor
smart
Sheridan. It's Taylor Sheridan, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I was literally just
So Taylor Sheridan, but the thing is, Brian, Taylor Sheridan also did Wind River, which you don't like.
Yeah, that movie was
which,
boring.
honestly, I would like you to give Wind River a second viewing. It might change your perspective. But anyway, Hell or High Water. It's from the guy that did Wind River. He did Yellowstone. He did Mayor of Kingstown. He did Tulsa King. There's a lot of stuff on Paramount Plus, but this is the one that kind of like really put him on the map. Hell or High Water was the movie that people were like, oh, okay, this dude knows what he's doing.
I'm curious what Dom would think of me watching this. If he would be like, fuck yeah, or something like that.
Most people would be in that vein. So
I'm
interested.
to be completely honest, I have like no toes in Western
I would
movies.
love for you to go into watching this without seeing a trailer. Don't watch anything.
I'm not going to. I literally all I know is that it's like Westerny. That's literally the only thing I know about
Brian,
it.
when you say no toes in Western, that means your exposure is like very, very limited.
My exposure to Western movies would be Wild Wild West.
Django?
You've never seen Django?
I might have seen Django actually.
I think that is a no.
Wait, so you've seen Wild
No.
Wild West?
The Will Smith one?
Yeah, because that's on your list.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't be. I've seen. You know what? I take that back. I have seen it, but I haven't seen it since I was very little.
Okay.
And because I used to watch it obsessively, but it's been so long that
this is yeah, no, don't know.
Oh no. I'm not. Believe me, I know Wild Wild West is its own kind of crazy. But as far as Westerns, no, I don't. I think The Hateful Eight might be like the only thing I've really remake.
Shanghai Noon? No.
Oh my
I
God.
thought that was a
God.
movie.
Oh my
Ballad
God.
of Buster Scruggs.
I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is a karate movie.
Yeah.
Oh God, isn't that the movie Shaw raved about? And I absolutely I was like, Shaw, you are on drugs. The one with Tim Blake Nelson.
Battle of Buster Scruggs.
Yeah, hated that movie.
Really?
I don't even know if
well, Gio, to be fair, Brian's not a Coen Brothers type of guy. Like, he would not like No Country for Old Men. I can tell you that.
Really? You've been trying to challenge me for a long time to watch that.
No, I haven't.
I thought it was.
Maybe Keith has. I haven't.
Or is it?
You might
Keith's
like
a big No Country guy.
I think Brian's more of a inside Llewyn Davis.
Maybe. His range is kind of all over the place.
Maybe a Hail Caesar.
I bet you he'd like Hail Caesar, yes.
Hail Caesar.
I bet you he would like Hail Caesar, yeah.
What is with all these names that don't sound like Western movies? And
well, no. Those are Coen Brother films. They're not Westerns. Those are Coen Brother. That's why we're
safe.
Anyway, let's not get off track
Noon and then
1,000 Ways to Die in the West.
Yeah, Brian will be
Days.
watching and reviewing Hell or High Water.
I've seen Cowboys and Aliens too. That counts.
That is a Western. That's a Western.
I haven't seen that.
Brian, let me know. I'll happily do a review with you. We could talk about it, hang out after you watch it. Because I would love to kind of chit chat about Hell or High Water. I love the movie. So, all right, let's move the show forward. Hello to everyone who is joining us, popping in the chat. We appreciate you guys if you've been here all along. Thank you. We are getting to the next portion of a show, and that's quickly covering the Oscar nominations. We're going to take about the next 10 minutes or so to cover the nominations. Again, like I said up top, we'll probably take a show sometime in February leading right into the actual Oscars to talk about it, but it's not happening until the second weekend of March. So we have a little ways to go to maybe do some predictions or something like that.
It's so funny you say second weekend of March, and when you like really think about it, it's not that far away.
It's not that far, but the Oscars are usually the middle of February. So they've definitely been pushed back.
Did they? Are they really?
Yeah, they've always been somewhere around my birthday weekend, which is why I know that.
Yeah, Star Drew. Does Back to the Future 3 count as Western? Because I've done that.
It does. It does.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off.
Let's talk about this a little bit. And look, I'll be honest right up front. I put this out on Twitter this morning when the nominations were announced. This is the most happy I've been about nominations, I think, ever. Because usually, when I'm talking about the Oscars specifically, because usually there's a lot of stuff that gets snubbed by the Academy a lot of the times. Like the Academy for years has always snubbed many, many good things that have come out throughout the year. But I felt like they did a really, really good job of nominating this year and choosing the right people or the right projects for certain categories. There's a few things that were left off. You know, I see RD mentioning Decision to Leave. That's a lot of one that a lot of people mentioned. After Sun. One for me was The Woman King, Viola Davis, and that film I felt was left off, which easily could have been nominated. But yeah, let's just chit chat, boys. I mean, is there anything that really stands out when you look at this? Maybe a movie that you wanted to see more of. Maybe only got one nomination or multiple. Where are we at?
So this might be like honestly one of the first times in a long time where I just literally haven't seen jack crap. As
You've
far
seen
as
Top Gun Maverick.
yeah, I mean, I was gonna just go off of Best Picture and just the only ones I've seen is Avatar, Elvis, and Top Gun.
I
And
mean,
that's it.
I will say to back up Brian, there are a lot of films that were either released late in the year or very small movies that we never got a chance to see.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but there are definitely like ones that like I really want to see, but I just haven't fit in. Like I really want to watch All Quiet on the Western Front, and
That is the movie I've been championing. It's been on Netflix for a while, but it feels like nobody knows about it.
I know. I've been really wanting to watch that. I've been really wanting to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I've been pretty much kind of wanting to watch the Banshees of Inisherin. But I will say this. It's funny because I found myself annoyed and kind of upset, which is funny because I haven't even seen the movie. I think from pure buzz alone and Phenom that the RRR movie should have been in Best Picture.
So,
Well, go ahead, Jake.
The India did not submit it for Best International Feature.
Mm-hmm.
It does not change from Best Picture or anything like that. But I will say the Academy has a long history of not nominating a lot of foreign language films in Best Picture. And there's already
haven't the last three been best?
Well, what I'm saying is they sometimes don't nominate multiple. They nominated All Quiet on the Western Front, which is a German film.
So is the whole movie in German?
Yeah, it's subtitled.
Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, that doesn't make any difference to me, but I still like to be.
So India did not submit it for Best International Film. That's not an excuse for the other categories, but it not being nominated for Best International Film or India not submitting it might have told the Academy, well, if they're not nominating it for Best International, we're not going to nominate it for Best Picture. So that's all I'm saying.
No, I get it. I mean, I didn't know that part, but I just kind of like
that was the craze. That was the craze online. I know you worked all day, so people were talking about that all day long. Is when people were freaking out about it, everyone was saying, "Well, they didn't nominate it for Best International Film."
Yeah. So I mean, I'm completely honest. I don't think I've heard one person say a bad thing about that movie. So it just kind of like
I agree
threw me for. I didn't know what you just told me. So
at minimum, it should have gotten visual effects. At minimum,
yeah. I mean, everyone pretty much said that
the visuals in that film are remarkable, like insanely good.
Well, because everyone I had been hearing has says that it pretty much had that best song not like lockdown. Mm-hmm. So like I was expecting that coming, but honestly, other than that, like I was pretty, like you said, content. I haven't seen The Woman King. I would imagine Viola Davis is doing a fantastic job as
she should. At minimum, again, she should have been nominated for Best Actress.
So like that doesn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of people complain. Lashana Lynch, I guess, is in it too, and she should have
Best Supporting.
Yeah, but other than that, like you said, I don't think they didn't do a horrible job this year.
The only movie outside of The Woman King that they're missing is The Northman. To me, that's just for me personally.
The Northman was great. I mean, it was top 5 movie for me this year, last year. So I just don't know. Triangle of Sadness and Women Talking. I honestly, reading it off this list right now, this is the first time I've even seen
very small films that came out later in the year. Yeah.
So I mean, from
again, and that's just a situation where we don't live in Los Angeles, New York, where we get those. It's hard to come by from where we are, unfortunately.
Honestly, the one I'm most shocked about is The Fabelmans because it came out. I feel like it just came out, and I didn't
It came out in November, Thanksgiving weekend, and
I was gonna say Thanksgiving.
It absolutely should be on that list.
Okay. I don't know. I thought
it is brilliant.
Okay. I mean, that was just more out of I don't know.
Like honestly, like I wouldn't pick it to win Best Picture, but for me, it's the dark horse. I think it has every shot out of that 10 to win Best Picture.
But yeah, I mean, sorry, I just took up this whole.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Gio, what about you, man? Is there anything that stands out?
Just the competitiveness of all these categories right here. You know, you kind of alluded to that. Like I'm looking at like Best Actor. You know, I mean, you could say maybe Colin Farrell is the favorite, but then like
I think it's a two-head race between him and Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, that's what a lot of the fans are, you know, rooting for.
Which one? Sorry,
I was Best Actor. I don't like 10 nominations for Best Picture. I don't know. I feel like that just, you know, after a certain point, you're just doing that just to give like a sort of a participation award, I guess.
I think it's an ode to how many films are released, and I think it gives the Academy an excuse to nominate again foreign films, right? Like to put them not just in Best International Picture, but in Best Picture. Also, the chance for an animated film in case that movie is so incredible. But I mean, you're right. 10 is a lot because, like, out in every year, realistically, it's a 2 or 3 headed race. I mean, 7 movies are just nominated to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, kind of proves my point. I don't, and then there's Best Actress. You know, you talked about The Woman King, and you know it should have been in there. I don't know, like. I haven't seen all of it, but like based on word of mouth, like who would you remove from Best Actress? I mean,
Ana de Armas.
No.
Well, I mean,
did you watch?
Is that because of her performance or because of the movie itself? Because you know, if
again,
talking about,
I'm just throwing out.
Like for me, like I think Ana de Armas being nominated for Blonde is the exact situation of Austin Butler being nominated for Elvis. I don't think Elvis should have been nominated for Best Picture, personally. I don't. I don't think that movie was one of the 10 best films of the year. And for some reason, it was not. I don't know why they chose it, but it was nominated. I think Ana de Armas in Blonde is just as good as many of the actresses that came out and did their stuff last year. But I think it's a 2-headed race: Michelle Yeoh and Cate Blanchett. I don't think anybody else has a chance. Like it based on the awards that have been happening, it's between those two.
I haven't even seen the movie but it's got to be Michelle Yeoh.
I think Everything Everywhere All at Once is going to absolutely effing destroy the Oscars.
You think so?
I think it's going to destroy. I think it has a very high chance of winning every category it's in.
I mean, I could also say that about The Fabelmans and The Banshees of
Inisherin.
Yeah. Thank you. It's very competitive. It's very competitive. You know, I mean,
it's going to make for a very fun Oscars.
Supporting actress, you know, I mean, it's great to see Angela Bassett, you know, and kudos to her, very well deserved. But then Jamie Lee Curtis is so good in Everything Ever All at Once, and I know a lot of people who love the movie are happy to see Stephanie Sue in there as well.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Brian. Sorry.
I didn't realize Jamie Lee Curtis is she that big of a role in that movie?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
she's in the movie fully. She's fully in the movie.
You know what's crazy? Wow. I didn't even know it was Jamie Lee Curtis until after watching the movie and seeing the cast.
It's her first Oscar nomination, so kudos
I suspected, to her. Yeah.
And she, in some of the other awards, she wasn't getting nominated. So, this is what kind of, you know, whatever we want to say about the Oscars, they sometimes do look at things a little differently. Because she wasn't in some of the races, which is great. So, and I know a lot of people are pointing to the fact that Angela Bassett's the first Marvel casting nomination. She's won a couple of the awards. I think that category.
She's won like every of them, I think, hasn't she?
I don't think she's won every single one, but she's won some of the bigger ones. She won the Critics' Choice. She won the Golden Globe. So she's won some of the bigger ones. I don't know about the BAFTA. That's a good question.
I'll look.
But so I think, if you were to put a leader in that category, I would probably say Bassett. And then I think best supporting actor is 100% locked up. I think it's 100%. I think that's the category that's lock, seal, deliver. Like,
Which one?
100%. Best supporting actor, excuse me.
I was gonna say is
Ki Hung Kwan. Yeah, I think it's 100%. Yeah, it's 100%.
People are also saying Brendan Gleeson too. Again, I haven't seen Banshees yet, but again,
Brendan Gleeson is great. He's great, but I think Colin Farrell is better. I think Colin Farrell has a better chance of winning than Brendan Gleeson does.
BAFTA hasn't happened yet. The nominations are out, but
I think that happens in a few weeks.
Yeah.
But Jake, how much were you hoping to see Joseph Kosinski get a Best Director?
It would have been great. I think if there were 10 director nominations, he would have 100% been nominated. But
him and James Cameron, I think.
I agree. I do think that the director nominations are there. I think they're exactly probably what they should have been. They chose some of the best films that were, written, directed, told. Again, I think it's coming down to a pretty, clear race. I think it's between the Daniels or Spielberg. That's just my opinion. I know that the Banshees of Inisherin director, I'm forgetting his name. I know that he could probably sneak in there. Martin McDonagh could sneak in there. But I do think it's probably between the Daniels and Spielberg for director, personally.
I think they're probably going to give it to Spielberg.
I think so too. I don't know if I want that. If I were to choose the way, because of how different and technically sound Everything Everywhere All at Once was and how just a phenomenon it was, I would give it to them. I don't think there's, and again, going back to the Academy and who they are and what they choose to do over the years. I think Spielberg is probably like a 70 to 30% chance of winning, but I think it should be the Daniels personally.
This is exactly what I thought.
Yeah, it 100% is. You're right. You're right.
I'm not bashing the movie in any way, but it's the safe white choice.
Well, and I don't think the Fabelmans is. I don't think you can put up the Fabelmans like a controversial thing, like the whole Green Book situation, like what that film was about.
No.
The perspective on that film, but it is the safe choice. The safe choice, just being a little bit more clear about that. The Fabelmans would 100% be the safe choice as well as Spielberg.
Mm-hmm.
But again, going back to what I said, I really do think there's a good opportunity for Everything Everywhere All at Once to destroy at this year's Oscars. I really do. Because that movie came out in like March or April, and it is still hanging on. You don't ever see that.
My goodness.
It would be a great story for, the Oscars. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it should be interesting.
Yeah, maybe we'll get together and do a watch party again. Who knows?
That'd be fun. Yeah. I just scrolled by and one of the nominations for Best Short Film Animated is My Year of Dicks.
What? What? What'd you say?
Wow.
For Best Animated Short Film, one of the movies or short films is My Year of Dicks.
Hey man, whatever works.
I mean, you don't.
Whatever is fantastic. Big shout out, by the way, again to a movie that came out super early, but Turning Red getting a nomination for Best Animated Film.
Now, where is that? I have not come across that category.
Unfortunately, I think that category is locked up with probably Del Toro's Pinocchio, but that I haven't seen everything in that category, so I can't 100% say. I just know that one's been winning.
Oh, there it is. Okay, Pinocchio, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, Puss in Boots, The Sea Beast, and Turning Red.
I think Marcel with Shoes probably has a good chance as well. I know a lot of people talked about that one. But that'll be a fun category to watch. So, again, we're going to talk about this leading up to the Oscars probably in about a month or so because we do have a little while to go. And I'm sure Jacob loves talking about this stuff. So once we get him back on the channel, he'll be able to do it as well.
Ooh, sound is a good category.
We'll definitely talk about it in a month, but we're going to go ahead and move the show forward. Before we do move on, I do want to kind of plug something. Gio, if you read the notes, did you read the notes?
I
got you.
Hold on.
I got you.
Hang on.
I got you, Gio. I got you.
Ah, damn it.
I got you.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hang on.
Now I have that stuck in my head.
Hang on. Brian, provide some entertainment for the viewers while they...
No, I was funny. I'm just looking through everything still, and this must be a very
The
popular...
Batman 100 should have gotten a score. That is definitely
yes. I was going to say it's funny because the Irish are doing really good this year, apparently, because there's a short film live action called An Irish Goodbye. And then we've got the Banshees of Inisherin in all the categories. But yeah, no.
All right, Gio, you ready?
Yeah, so what Jake was talking about, and I wasn't prepared, was the casting table is back, okay? We just did our most recent episode where we all gather and we give our casting choices, our nominees for who would play said character. And the most recent one was Scott Summers, aka Cyclops, because we know the MCU is about to roll out the X-Men anytime now. Okay, we keep hearing that theme and all these shows and movies and whatnot. So this next one that's coming up, we do 2 a month, is going to be on a DC character that James Gunn is more than likely going to be announcing a project on later this month. By the way, it's almost February, so hurry up, James Gunn. Yeah. And we're going to do a casting table for Zatanna. That's right. We're tackling this one. We gave our choices a very fun and exciting, casting table that we did. Yeah, there you go right there. A few teases.
Possibly, or is it just, is that clickbait to see? Maybe. You never know. You got to watch
I don't know. I mean, Anya de Armas, you can cast her in almost anything. So, yeah.
She has the whole eye thing and everything, like the image. Look at her. She's got the look.
Actually, there you go.
I had to do a double take because I thought she was flipping off the I swore that was her middle finger. I literally just did this.
Man, I could so see James Gunn just being this, and I mean obviously Lobo now. Come on now, it's pretty much confirmed. Like, I'm so ready for this, and it couldn't have been a more perfect timing. So be on the lookout for the casting table, Zatanna, fun conversations, and watch along, share your picks as well, and maybe we'll talk about it on the next one.
All right.
All in the game. That's who I picked.
Oh, for Cyclops? Yeah, check that out. Cyclops is on the channel. Zatanna's coming out Thursday. Gio, thank you so much for that. All right, we're going to move on to Tron. Tron 3. Some news came out about that. Before we do, we're going to bring in our 4th member. He has arrived late, as always, but fashionably, as always, Mr. Keith Barnes.
No, not fashionably when he's wearing a Yankees hat. Get out of here with that crap.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
You guys
What's up,
know,
buddy?
how's it going? How's it going, guys?
Good. How are you?
Did you guys know Ant-Man is in Quantumania? Did you notice that?
Oh my God! No way!
Really?
Can't believe
Wait,
it.
what?
Like the word Quantumania, like
yeah.
I just heard that today, and I looked at it and went, "Huh." That's fun. I can't wait to tell the guys that, to derail the show and tell everyone.
They should have just called it Quantumania and then just play around
Ant-Man
with the word.
Yeah, right.
Change the colors or something.
But then you probably have to. They'll probably complain because why didn't you include the Wasp?
Yeah,
you call it the Wasp Quantumania, and people would lose their mind. Really, it's got Ant-Man in there.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into Tron 3, aka Tron Ares. We learned earlier this week. Gio did a nice little news clip, or last week, I should say. Officially, Disney is moving forward with the Tron 3. It is going to be Tron Ares, and it'll star Jared Leto from the director of Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Gio, if you remember the name of the director, it would help to say his name.
Joaquin Roning.
Thank you.
Yes.
He also did Maleficent 2 on top of Pirates 4 or 5, whichever number that is. But let's get into it. Look, this Tron news is very interesting for multiple reasons. I know in the article they said it's going to be a follow-up to Tron Legacy, but there is no announcement as of now of Garrett Hedlund or Olivia Wilde returning. Again, things can change. It's very early on in the process, But in my opinion, it does very much seem like they're kind of creating a whole new story, a new environment to kind of move forward with, which does bum me out a lot just because, I mean, everyone knows here how much I do love Tron and Tron Legacy. You know, I have nothing against Jared Leto myself, but it's not the direction I would like to see the franchise go. And that it's not with Jared Leto, but it's also the director's choice. He doesn't make terrible movies, but Joseph Kosinski did the last one and he just made Top Gun Maverick. Like, just
you would think that they would move fast and give him.
I'm just saying, and Kosinski has said he's wanted to do another one. I'm just saying. But let's open the floor a little bit. We have about 15 minutes before we kind of move forward. 15, 20 minutes. Let's talk about this a little bit. Gio, Keith, Brian, where are our heads at with this? Because look, it's been 13 years since we've gotten a Tron movie. The last one did okay, didn't make a ton of money, which is why it's been so long since we got one. And you know, with having such little details about it, where are our heads at about this new movie?
The first Tron movie came out too
in
early.
the 80s.
Sorry, the second
Tron
one.
movie.
The second one. Sorry.
Legacy. Yeah,
Legacy was 10 years before its time.
Yeah,
true.
agreed.
Yeah, it also released after Avatar, right? I think, or
It came out the year after.
Yes.
Correct.
the year after.
And it came out before John Carter, which I thought was before its time as well.
Who?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I mean that's. I'll start it off. I mean that's my biggest thing is that okay. So Tron Legacy came out during a time when Disney was experiencing some big time flops. Okay, I mean Tron Legacy wasn't a big time flop, but it lost money. Tomorrowland, yeah, we know about that one. John Carter, unfortunately. So I think it's been enough time to where Disney feels confident again to, go back into Tron and, explore that world. As I said in the video, look, I'm just happy that we're getting another Tron movie. Okay. Cause it's definitely
You're telling me
an IP that doesn't deserve to be on the shelf collecting dust. Okay. And, Jared Leto, I like you, Jake, I don't have a problem with it. If anything, I would expect Jared Leto to be in a project like Tron. Okay. Given the concept and, we still don't know what the story is going to be about. It's very early.
Mm-hmm.
And for me personally, I enjoyed Pirates of the Caribbean 5, whatever it was called.
Dead Men Tell No Tales.
That's the one with Javier Bardem, right? As the bad
Brendan
guy.
Thwaites, Kaya Scalario.
That one wasn't bad, So
I mean, it was better than the previous one, but I don't know how much that's saying.
Right. So, yeah, those are, and then freaking Daft Punk. To me, that's the bigger piece right there because the music was such a big part.
Wait, are they doing
Legacy.
it?
It's their best.
No.
They
Well,
retired.
not right now. They're not doing it.
That's what I thought. I that's why I was like, wait, are they doing it? Got it. Okay.
I mean,
They're
there's
retired,
always a
right?
possibility of them being like, we'll come back and do this the track. But I
wouldn't
it's like a
count
99%. Like, no, sorry.
They split up.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm saying.
As long as it's not Michael Giacchino, okay. Like I enjoy the guy, but give me somebody else for crying out loud.
There's so many people that make music like Daft Punk now that you could probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's
no way am I saying that,
Brian.
Wait. In no way am I saying they are as good as, but I'm saying like
you're talking about the genre.
The genre has grown since
style.
like Daft Punk owned that genre.
Yes.
There was no one doing that. It has grown to where
I still listen to that soundtrack to the day. It's
the best album. It's their best album.
It's a staple for me, constantly. Like that Derez track, the Derez remix is effing bonkers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Solar Sailor is my favorite song. I love that song.
Look, I mean, this is just interesting in many ways. And again, this is so early on because we really know nothing about the project, like who the character of Ares is, or if it's going to take place in half real world, half grid, or all grid, or whatever. But it's just for people who remember Legacy and who love Legacy, that film obviously left a very big open ending, right?
Yep.
Cora jumped into the real world with Sam, a grid character who was developed in the grid, jumped into the real world. Cillian Murphy, what if people don't remember, Cillian Murphy was in the movie.
Uncredited.
And he was set up to be the villain for the sequel. He was in the beginning of the movie. He is part of
Yes.
I don't remember.
He is part of the board that tried to
Crazy.
get Sam out and wanted to take over the company.
I need to
He's the
rewatch
son
it.
of Sam's partner from the first movie.
Yeah, and he
I'm sorry, Flynn.
he was going to be the villain of the follow-up movie in the real world, who wanted all this program and power and all this stuff. And so for me, when I see, Jared Leto's going to star, that to me tells me they are canceling everything that has to do with Legacy, and that makes me so upset.
You're saying it's a follow-up, right?
Yeah, but what does a follow-up mean? Like,
it's going to be a soft reboot.
Like, if they said direct sequel, sold. But a follow-up means, like, okay, here it is. A follow-up means
it's another one.
Another one, but like in the vein of Pirates 5 to Pirates 3.
Right.
Like, no connection, but it's still in the same world.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got you.
Listen, I only have one thing to say about this. Boo! Boo! First of all, Jared.
But like us, Keith, you got to be excited. We're at least getting more Tron. Right?
Oh, yes, 100%. I watched Tron Legacy twice a few months ago, because my daughter.
I watch it at least 2 or 3 times a year.
Yeah, same. I hadn't watched it in a while. I don't think I watched it at all last year or in 2021. But yeah, I watched it twice over this past fall. Emma hadn't seen it. She just because I play the soundtrack all the time, and Emma loves it, so she wanted to watch the movie. So I was like, all right, we watched it, and she wanted to watch it again. So just watched it again the next night. Love that movie. Love that movie. Jake, I'm with you. I'm one of those. I mean, everyone here loves it. We all love it, but like I
own it.
Love that movie. I don't. Yeah, that's Brian.
It was one of the first Blu-rays I got.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta get that. I gotta get it. But yeah, Jake, you hit it right on the head. That's the thing I was going to bring up was Cillian Murphy, and that was all. It was just so set up for that. He was uncredited in it for whatever reason, but just perfect setup to let's continue right from there. And what?
It's the same argument.
Jared Leto, get out of here. No. You both of y'all have said you don't have anything against Jared Leto. I do. No, I don't want to hear.
He's an Oscar-winning actor.
So okay.
So okay.
I don't like him.
This is where I come. This is where I come from with this. And look, it's very minimal. He is incredible in supporting roles. He's not a leading man, in my opinion. I just don't think I don't. And it's just so far he hasn't led a lot of movies, but he's been incredible in a lot of supporting roles. Right, American Psycho, Dallas Buyers Club, Fight Club,
Requiem,
like Requiem for a Dream, but
Panic Room
as the sole
cornrows.
As the sole lead, like I don't know if I buy him. I don't know.
I'm not interested. Look, my thing is I'm not interested in. Look, I watched what's the House of Gucci last year, right? And I'm just like, right? Okay, I'm just like I can't. I'm just I don't whatever. I don't want to hear whatever dumb thing he's gonna do to whatever method acting thing he's gonna do that he's act like.
See, that's okay.
Stop
Keith,
it.
That's the thing that I was making a joke about when I heard this. I was like, how is he gonna method act?
Right.
The
what
Tron
stupid
universe.
things. Right. Exactly.
Like,
he just needs to act like you don't need to go over the top because
did you mind him in Blade Runner 2049?
No, that again, supporting role when he was incredible.
Wait.
No, I wasn't a fan.
Can I say, until maybe 7 minutes ago, I thought that him in Blade Runner 2049 was Tron Legacy. Until about 10 minutes ago, I was like, wasn't he in Tron Legacy?
But that's what I was getting to. Like I could see if you're telling me if Jared Leto had to be in a project, I could see it being something like a Blade Runner or a Tron, like and I don't know. Like again, it remains to be seen. This is so early in development. You know, things could change.
Watch the scene. So. Watch that scene with him and Harrison Ford. Boy, you talk about a contrast in acting style, like, and you can see the difference. And just, to me, that scene specifically, I was already like rolling my eyes a bit with Jared Leto because I had been for years. But like when I watched that movie and just watching that scene, I'm like, oh yeah, I like Harrison Ford versus him.
Oh my god, Harrison Ford and Tron, give me that.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah,
I mean,
he'd be good. He'd be cool.
Put Harrison Ford on a life cycle, damn it. Let's go.
I mean, he's going to be Red Hulk and Thunderbolts, so why not jump to the digital world?
Sure. Real quick before we go too far, I just wanted to bring this up so you guys know that is Cillian Murphy in Tron.
Yeah, I just saw the
I don't even.
clip.
I need to rewatch this.
It's the boardroom scene right at the beginning of the movie as they're kind of deciding where the company goes.
Well, I haven't seen this movie in like a decade,
and I think he knew that Sam was going to hack or mess up they were going to launch that.
Well, no, so they were launching a program and Sam hacked and he jumped on the computer and shut it down is what he did.
But yes, he did. But I think he knew about it though, because it was.
I don't know. I mean, his intentions were never fulfilled.
It was some annual prank that Sam did all the time.
Yeah, so but you see the problem is Tron Legacy lost money. That's all they're looking at. I hate to say it.
No, I agree. And it was definitely in an era of Disney where they were kind of experimenting with live action because the only live action stuff they had was really Pirates of the Caribbean. They did some other stuff here and there, but their only like hardcore live action franchise was Pirates. And granted, it was making them a butt ton of money.
Well, no, they had the National Treasure movies.
Yeah, but that was like early 2000s. I'm talking about like 2008, 2010, 2012. The second one was
right around then.
Maybe, but that didn't make a ton of money where they made a third.
I think Book of Secrets was 2006.
Yeah.
Okay, so here in 2010, Disney put out Tron, Tangled, Toy Story 3, Prince of Persia, Alice in
see
Wonderland.
Again, Prince of Persia. See,
Prince of Persia,
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh man, didn't that one lose money too?
Damn. Yeah,
100%. Secretary.
They were getting their butts kicked.
Good
thing they bought Marvel.
The Chronicles of Narnia movies, like they were experimenting with
the Don Treader one, so it was the sequel.
Like they were making so many like wildly different movies and experimenting that weren't making money, and they had something in Tron that people didn't grasp onto until like 2 or 3 years later when it started hitting DVDs and Blu-rays, and then streaming services came around, and everyone now is like, yes, where is Tron? We've been calling it for like 6, 7, 8 years.
And honestly, like the reason why I brought up it came out after Avatar. Mm-hmm. It was one of the few movies that was done right in 3D during the 3D.
Oh my god,
craze.
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
If Tron Legacy came out prior to Avatar, it would have been received a lot better, in my opinion. Because at the time you're watching Avatar in 3D and you're like, oh my god, like James Cameron's peak. A year later, you get Tron Legacy, still amazing visual effects, but Avatar just set a bar that was so freaking high.
And I think, go ahead, Gio. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. I just, Tron Legacy, one of the few, along with the first Amazing Spider-Man, that 3D.
Jake, you want to know
Karen, you are absolutely picking to everything I would love to see. Oh my god, this would be incredible.
Maybe he gets announced next. Jared Leto and Jake.
I mean, that would definitely make me more excited because he's my favorite actor. So,
Jake,
I mean, for all we know, Jared Leto was probably the thing that gave the executives confidence to go back into Tron Legacy, or Tron World.
After Morbius?
The name. Well, can you blame Morbius on Jared Leto given?
I mean, the dude backed it pretty hard. He backed it pretty hard.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
I'm not saying it's all his fault. Like Sony poos on
because I saw Sony.
We get
Sony
that, but
there,
like,
at
the same time, he did back it pretty hard.
True.
I mean, he did back it because when they started It's Morbin Time, he was like, everyone put it back in the movie, and it made like 10 grand. 2009, the only live action movie that Disney put out, there's two that Disney put out in theaters was Old Dogs and Race to Witch Mountain.
Oh.
Yeah, like
Whoa.
again, they were experimenting with so many different things, and they just didn't know then that they had an absolute gem in Legacy. Like they had a gem of a franchise in Tron. We talked about it earlier. It came so many years before its time. Just so many, and it's unfortunate, but we're here now, and they're continuing the franchise. And whether it's Jared Leto or not, we all want more Tron.
Oh, we'll be there to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be there open. Like, 100%. And I just want to say real quick, Gordon, they made an animated show that was absolutely fantastic.
It's
Tron
actually really
Uprising. Tron Uprising is incredible.
It's very
Go.
Is it on
if you
Disney
have a
Plus?
chance.
Yes, it is.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's incredible. Actually, it's on Apple TV for free if you have Apple TV. So there you go.
So ironically, listen to this though. 2011, they didn't put out a live action movie other than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, because they just bought Marvel from Paramount.
They
Fair.
did just buy Marvel then, and then they bought Star Wars the next year.
And then 2012, John Carter.
And that's what I'm saying. It was their experimental years for live action.
Which for the sake of conversation,
I want a John Carter sequel so bad.
Who believes the John Carter conspiracy?
That they killed the movie?
That Disney intentionally sabotaged it.
Oh, I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Okay.
It's
Just,
pretty
we very seldomly talk about John Carter. So I just wanted to
the only thing that you need to know is that they sabotaged is they didn't call it John Carter of Mars. They called it just John Carter.
Yeah, and then the whole marketing behind it.
The book
so
readers have
weird.
no idea what it's called on a piece of paper if it's just called John Carter. Like, they're not going to know.
My God, when did Disney start figuring out how to do live action? Because 2013 was that Oz sequel movie.
Brian, it was in 2015 when Star Wars came out. That's
the Lone.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you think about
the Lone Ranger too.
Again, experimental years. I'm telling you,
Disney, that's why nothing was working out. So they bought Marvel. They bought.
It was
Lucasfilm.
2014. It was 2014.
It was the era of looking at all their attractions at the parks or older properties from 30, 40, 50 years prior.
And then they started doing
what can we make now out of
2014 they dropped Into the Woods and Maleficent. So
that's when they started doing live action adaptations of their animated.
But at the same time, only one of those was successful.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
like Maleficent was boring.
Well, Jake, you made a great point earlier.
Did good money though.
Yeah. Also, just really quick, and then we gotta move on. But about the director, man, Joseph Kosinski, come on, like why?
He was attached like 4 years ago to do one, and they called it off.
Like you said, he has said. I've read the same thing. Like he said, he's talked over the years. He's wanted to do it.
He wants to do it. Like I don't get it, and it's not like Garrett Hedlund and Olivia Wilde are super busy right now. Like,
is Garrett Hedlund even act anymore?
Oh, Olivia Wilde could probably use.
He's on a TV show with Sylvester Stallone called
Tulsa. Let her direct. She can direct.
No, Keith. Joseph Kosinski just did Top Gun Maverick. Imagine him doing that in Tron. Like, come on.
I know, but she can direct it too. She was in it.
Don't worry, darling. No.
I don't care.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think that there were deals in place with Bob Chapek for Tron Ares, and maybe Bob Iger can't get out of it or something like?
No, because I think Bob Iger is big enough of a name to kill it if he wanted to.
Yeah, true. Come on now. Come on, Bob Iger. Pull out your best. Do your best, David Zaslav.
And Pirates 5 was made in the Bob Iger era, so he knows the director. So,
okay.
So I mean that there is something there as well, and the director probably made him money with Pirates 5, and so.
Well, and Kosinski might have a higher price tag now. He's got an
because he's going to do Rogue Squadron for Star Wars.
But you know what, Keith? Hey, maybe root for Tron Ares to do well, because then if there's a sequel, boom, Kosinski's back in there.
Maybe. Kosinski.
And let's be honest. There is a pretty decent chance. I'll give it like a 40-60% chance that this movie could in some way tie into it. There is a possibility that like
Top Gun.
No, well, yeah. Let's see Maverick on the grid. That would be fire. Look, there is a possibility. Like hypothetically, like just I don't know anything about the movie, but let's say Tron Ares. Let's say Ares is some big hot shot.
I think it's just going to be a software called Ares.
Brian. Yeah, Brian.
Probably more than likely, but maybe Ares and Cillian Murphy's character connect at some point, and then we get Headland and Wild back. Like, who knows? There is a possibility, but we just don't know yet. That's all.
Sure. Yeah. It's one of those. It's literally a wait and see thing. So.
I just want to see more of the grid. I want to see cycles. I want to see racing. Like, I just want to see more of that world because the world is so rich with possibilities. Like, you can literally create anything. It's a program.
So just because I'm having fun looking at it, it seems like 20. No, that's fine. 2016 seems to be the year where it was just like bam. Because 2015 was Cinderella
that was the Jungle Book.
Well, 2015 was Cinderella in Tomorrowland. 2016 drops
Jungle Book.
Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
Hidden Figures, King of Katwe, Jungle Book. There's a bunch of them there. So
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully, we get some good news going forward and learn some details about what it could be like. Either way, I think we can all agree that we're very excited to see more Tron on the way. It is
plus
happening.
The technology nowadays compared to
it's going to be awesome. I think that there's some very cool possibilities with this franchise. Disney could have a gem on their hands if they do it right, and let's cross fingers that they are doing it right. So, all right, let's go ahead and move the show forward to the last thing that we have on the docket tonight, and that is a game that we're going to be playing, gentlemen. I have a fun little game for you boys. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So it's called 20 questions, 20 movie questions. So it's not trivia. What's going to happen is I have movies written down that you guys don't know about, and I'm giving you guys 20 questions to ask details about it to try to guess the movie, right? So you can ask like, okay, did this movie come out in the 2010s, or is it this genre? Can
I ask a zero question? A zero. Sorry. I just want to know if I know the movie, if I've ever heard of it.
Well, you can ask me point blank. You can say, "Have I seen the movie?" And I will tell you. I will say they're not small movies. I'm picking popular.
Okay.
To make this a little bit easier to start because it's the first time we're playing this. So it's called 20 questions. I'm giving you guys 20 questions. I'm going to be keeping track here on my whiteboard. I'm going to be tallying along. We're going to go around each time just in a circle until you guys think you guys can guess at any point in time, right? But we're going to keep going, and at 20 questions, then we have to make final guesses. All right? Does everyone understand?
Do guesses count as questions?
Guesses do not count as questions. Okay. I will give you guys a guess and a question each round if you want to guess. Yes.
Do we win something like an iPad or something?
Sure. I'll give you guys an iPad.
Obvious. You guys get that reference? Come on.
Yes.
Do we understand the rules?
Yeah. So basically, just ask questions and try.
Yeah, just a fun little game. See if you guys can figure it out quicker than not. Do you guys get 20 questions?
Are we working together? I guess
you guys are working as a team essentially. Yeah. But I will say, I'll give you guys like Gio answers it. I'll put down like, okay, Gio got that one. It's just a fun little game to kind of. It's not like trivia. But it's interesting to see if you guys can guess in a certain amount of questions. You guys can ask about cast, directors, years, genres, all of it. And we'll see how this goes. This is the first time we're doing this. So there's gonna be bumps here on first time playing it. But let's see where everybody can get with these amount of questions. So you get 20 total. I'll tally them. Whoever wants to start,
I'll go.
And we'll go from there.
All right. First question. Is it based on an IP?
No.
Okay, my next one. Is it before the year 2000?
Yes.
So I haven't seen it.
Keith?
Said before the year 2000. Okay. Is the lead character male?
Yes.
Okay.
So, do I get a guess or?
You can guess right now if you want to, but you've only asked 3 of 20
right?
questions. Yeah.
Was it made?
But Gio's going.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize it's
Yeah,
in
we're
order.
gonna go in order. Yeah, we'll go in order.
Oh,
Indiana Jones.
No.
Okay.
was it made?
IP. Yeah.
Was it made in the-
I still get to ask the question.
You get to ask a question too, Brian.
Oh my god!
Okay. Is the title of the movie more than one word?
Oh, that's a good one.
Great question.
Was the movie made in the 80s?
No.
Okay, so we're 5 questions in. We're a quarter of the way through, guys. So, Keith, let me recap. Non-IP, not in the 80s, but before 2000, male lead, and the title has multiple words.
Okay. Is it a movie that is set on an island?
No.
Okay.
That is very
Did you think the movie was The Island?
No, he thought it was Castaway.
The Island came out in the 2000s.
He thought it was
No,
Castaway.
yeah.
No. I was thinking something else.
Okay.
It's not that.
The chat's putting out some interesting questions.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's not in the 80s. It's either 90s or... Did the movie come out in the 70s?
No.
90s?
Yep.
Okay.
1980s. It's in the, you said 90s? Yes. Oh,
It's
did you say
90s.
yes?
Correct.
Yes.
I need correct. Yes.
Okay.
So let me recap, Keith. Male lead,
Mhm.
released in the 90s, non-IP, multi-word title.
How many questions do we have?
You're at 8.
So we got time.
Okay. Oh, great. John Pierce. Read my mind. I was thinking about that. I had another one, but actually, I'm gonna go with his question. Is it a sports movie?
No.
Okay.
Okay, you're doing too many yes. Okay, so can you
Not non-sports movie.
Okay.
Can you give us the genre? Is a better question.
You have to ask the genre.
That's a question.
Is it-
Can you give us the genre?
Yeah, it's okay. It's
Okay.
I would think you would have to go
Yes or
Is
no?
it-
I almost feel like it'd have to be a yes/no question. But
Yeah.
if you guys would like,
Oh, okay. Yes,
That's what
no.
I was
Okay.
expecting.
So pick the
Yes,
specific
no.
one.
Okay, yes, no.
pick a genre, and I'll say yes or no.
Okay, not sports. Okay,
Not
it's in the 90s. Okay.
Okay. I think I have it. Okay.
Did it come out before 1995? January 1st, 1995.
No.
So after January 1st, 1995.
Brian, hurry up, because I think I'm gonna take a guess.
Are there guns in the movie?
Yes.
Oh no, never mind. Okay.
Mm.
Well, okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna take a guess. Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
No.
Dang. Okay.
You have a question
go
too,
ahead.
Keith.
Okay.
So wait,
Guns.
guns are included, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And-
guys, let's talk about what questions.
I have no idea.
We're 1, 2,
So-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're
You've
halfway
asked
through.
11 questions so far.
11.
I have
Okay.
11.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
So
I have
what
no
year did
idea.
you say, Gio? Said before it came out before?
it came out after January 1st, 1995.
After. Okay.
Guns are included in the movie. It's a multi-word title with a male lead, non-IP.
Non-IP. Okay. Are there aliens or some kind of supernatural element in this movie?
No.
Okay.
Keith's gonna kill himself if he doesn't get this.
I have a good one.
Okay, we gotta trim down the years.
You're at 12 questions so far. You have 8 left.
You can pick a year if you want. Just shoot.
No, I'd rather do this. Well, fuck shit. Non-IP. Let me take a guess. No, there's too many movies. I can't. Brain overload. I got it. We got to get the year down. Shit. Okay. So okay, before 2000. So
after
95,
96,
96, 97, 98, 99. Is the year that it came out end in an odd number?
Yes.
Ooh, that
So
was
it's 95, 96, or 95, or 97, or 99.
Is the lead
No Googling like 97 movies or something either.
No.
Okay.
Is the lead actor the male Caucasian?
Yes.
How many questions are we at?
You're at 14.
Okay. So we each get 2 more.
All right, take another guess.
What? Okay, go ahead.
Heat.
No, that's a one-word title, by the way. No.
Super.
I swear to God, if it's like the
Okay.
Heat.
Well, I'm gonna switch to
I
private
forgot about the title.
chat because I don't want the comment. I
right.
love you guys, but I don't want it. In case they give the answer.
Gee, I hear you. They're asking some good questions though. All right, let's see.
They're taking some good guesses
Okay,
too, but
so
it's not the guess is not in the chat.
Here we go.
No,
Hold
Star
on,
Drew. Heat was 1995.
Okay, non-IP, male lead, a title with multiple words.
Wait, I
Guns
still have
are
a question.
included.
Go ahead. I still have a question. Go ahead.
Okay, guns are included, and it's either 95, 97, or 99.
Has the director ever been nominated for an Oscar?
That's a that's a very wide question.
No.
Oh, okay. I had a guess that. Okay, never mind. All right.
That's an interesting, difficult question, but no, I don't believe
Ever,
so.
not just for directing, but writing or anything, whatever.
Not an Oscar, and the director has not been nominated personally.
Okay.
That's 15. You have 5 left.
Okay.
I'm useless in this game.
I don't think you're as useless as you think, Brian.
So let me just okay. So it's either 95, 97, or 99. I need to get the year down.
Come on, guys.
Then just ask the year.
It's between 3, but we only have after this
one.
We're asking yes or no questions. Or you just pick a year and ask, is it?
Yeah, pick a year. Is it 19?
Okay, hang on.
And then you'll down to 2, 50-50.
Yeah, but then we're using questions.
That's fine.
You're right.
But
that's a good
the
point.
chances, he's got a 33% chance of hitting the right one.
Sure.
Did the movie come out in 1999?
Yes.
See? Bingo.
4 left.
So
Okay, I got to guess. I know what it is.
99 release date, Caucasian lead, multiple word titles, guns are included, no supernatural element.
If Keith doesn't get it, nobody's going to get this. I guarantee it.
Non-IP.
Four questions left.
Ooh, yeah, okay. I'm glad I asked that director question. I think I know what it is.
trying to think of a good.
Yeah, because I'm clueless. Keith, you got to take this home. Keith, talk to us. We don't have to figure out the questions. Like, what questions should we ask Keith to help make your guess better?
Well, you know, Gio, why don't you ask? Are there? Would you say
Well,
there
it's
are
not my
multiple?
turn. It's Brian's turn, and
Oh,
then you
Brian.
go.
Are there multiple leads? Like, are there two? No, scratch that. I don't want to say that.
Lord have mercy. I'm trying to think.
We got to figure out the genre. We got to figure out the genre.
Well, if it has
Not a
guns,
sports movie.
Not a sports movie.
it has
So, but
guns.
it could be
I would
action.
assume.
It could be horror. It could be western.
Right.
I need a beer. You guys, I got my earring.
Brian, what do you think? What are you thinking? Came out in 1999.
Wait, Keith, do you have your phone on you?
Yeah. Yes.
Just put it in the private chat, Brian. I won't look in the private chat. Just type in the private chat.
Well, I mean, Jake, you could look, but
Wait.
it's like
I'm not looking. I
either
will
way.
not look. Doesn't matter to me anyway.
Okay. What do you think, Keith, about what I just sent you?
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Okay,
That's a
let me get
great-
rid of some of these.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take a guess on one of them.
That's good.
Is it The Matrix?
It is the Matrix.
Okay.
I figured.
Boom.
Good job, boys.
Yeah.
All right, another one.
Somebody
Another.
put it in the chat.
I have another one. I have another one.
So good job.
Somebody
Brian.
say Matrix. Who said Matrix?
Me.
Nobody said the Matrix in the chat. Nobody said it.
I was gonna say.
Oh,
Fight
I'm surprised Gordon didn't get it after the first question.
Those are the two that I was thinking. I was like, Brian, the Mummy was a good guess. I was like, ooh, that's a good one.
That I text Keith. Could it be The Mummy or The Matrix? I didn't remember if there were. Well, there were guns,
Andy,
wasn't
the Matrix isn't an IP until the Matrix came
It's
out.
not based on
It's not
Yeah,
based
yeah,
on
an
anything.
existing IP.
Yeah, it's not an
Yeah.
existing. There, thank you. That's the good word. It's an IP now, but it wasn't. It's not then. All right, I have another. If you guys are interested,
Let's go.
Unless you count
Let's
Ghost
do
in
it.
the Shell. Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, I mean it
No, I
could
know.
be based. Yeah,
Like people,
right.
it was derivative.
Inspiration from something, but
That was
yes.
a joke. That was a joke because people said they ripped it.
All right, whoever wants to start. 20 questions.
Brian,
This
why
is
don't you
fun.
go
I like
first?
this. This is a good,
Me?
good call, Jake. This is good. I like
Was the movie made before the year 2000?
No.
Yay.
this. Okay, good. Okay, so after 2000, was it made before 2010?
No.
Okay.
Yay. Alan is a Twilight.
What? I don't even know when the last of those come out. I don't even know.
I actually don't know. 2000.
There's 6 of them.
It came
5.
out in the
5.
2010s
I think
or
late
later.
2000s.
6 of those.
I'm gonna ask the same question again. Is it based on an IP?
An existing
Yeah.
IP.
An
Yes.
existing IP?
Yes.
Is that Kylo back there?
Is
Mom just got home. That's why.
was the movie made by Disney?
No.
Okay. Post 2010, right? Existing IP.
Not made by Disney.
Not made by Disney. Okay. Ooh. I want to ask about the IP. I can't figure out how to frame this question. Yes or no? Is it in the comic book genre?
Yes.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
I would laugh my ass off if it was Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I'm not gonna ask that question. Okay, so wait, we get to take a guess then. Okay, so
Yeah.
Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
No.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
But it's
Okay.
not. He said it's not made by Disney.
Right.
So
yeah,
comic book
comic
movie
book
not made by
genre.
Disney. So
Okay.
that puts it at Warner Brothers or one of the old
Fox
not really.
or
Fox.
Sony.
Yeah.
There's a lot of comic book movies that come out in 2010.
Or not.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a sequel?
You already asked the question.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't guess.
I
He
took a
guessed the
guess.
movie.
Oh, sorry, my
Yeah.
bad. No, it is not.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Nice. Good job.
Was the movie made by Warner Brothers?
Yes.
Ooh.
Geos. Oh, I think I have a guess. Go ahead.
You 7 questions.
Oh, what was the wait? What'd you say about the sequel? I can't remember.
It's not a sequel.
Not a sequel. Okay.
Not a sequel.
It's a Warner Brothers movie, but it's not a sequel.
Is it Man of Steel?
It is Man of Steel.
Hey.
I wanted to see how long it took you guys to figure that one out.
I was gonna say it's Superman in it, but then I went, nah, let me just guess.
Yeah, I wanted to. I figured the Matrix might take you guys a little while, but I wanted to see how long it took you guys to figure out something like Man of Steel.
I knew because of what you said. I know. Okay, it's definitely something that I love. So that's why the reason I asked about was the director nominated for an Oscar, because I thought maybe it was a Tarantino movie.
No, I honestly wasn't sure if the Wachowskis had ever been nominated. I wasn't sure.
They didn't get nominated for the Matrix.
Well,
at
the
all?
movie was only nominated for like sound
right? Yeah.
and editing
Really?
and visual effects, but they weren't nominated, or the movie wasn't nominated.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
If
crazy,
you would have
right?
asked me for $1 million gun to the head, if they were nominated for the Matrix, I would have said yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I mean, look, I think 20 questions, it could be a really fun thing.
It's
to do.
fun, man. Yeah, I love
Oh,
this.
that's fun.
I love it.
I think it's a fun thing, and we can always dwindle it down to be like 10 questions if we wanted to. But
Sure.
if we have all
would
4 of
ask
us,
some stupid questions. So it's
Jacob would have enjoyed that, and I'm bummed that he wasn't here for that. But
How many questions was that last one? It was
6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got it in the 6. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to continue to do this. And this is obviously something that we can just like I can take a turn, Brian can take a turn, Gio, Keith, everyone can kind of go around. We can do this.
Yeah.
A fun little addition as far as a game on the channel. You'll definitely see more of that. But no, I thought it was a fun little way to end the show today, and
Yeah.
tease for possibilities in the future. So glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a great job.
I'm glad we didn't lose.
Good idea.
You guys almost didn't get the Matrix. You guys were close.
We got close.
We got up there. Yeah, I was gonna say we got up there.
You guys were definitely close.
But it was our
okay.
first time.
My back.
No, for sure. For sure. Take the win where you can get it for sure. All right, everyone. Well, that's definitely going to wrap up the show tonight. We appreciate you guys joining us, hanging out with us while we talk a bunch of movies. If you missed it up top, I will be having my review for The Lighthouse come out tomorrow morning. Keith, you'll be very interested in that review.
Ooh, okay.
That comes out tomorrow morning. We also talked Oscar noms up top, but that'll be not the last time we talk about this. It'll come back up on the channel within the next month before we actually get to the Oscars. So you'll be able to hear Keith's thoughts and Jacob's as well as that gets closer. All in the Game, that is also on the list to guess it by the cast. That is also on the list. I have that game waiting in the arsenal. Guessing it by the cast. It's definitely something I thought about doing, but I wanted to ease you guys into it. So before we wrap up,
to make us feel good about ourselves before
it's
all over us.
Yeah, I want to get you guys high before I knock you back down. So
exactly.
Okay.
All right,
we know how
relax.
Let's get to some quick plugs before we wrap this up. Let's go around the horn here. Gio, start us off. Where can everyone find you online?
On Twitter at Insider Geo, all over Apocaflix movies. Keith and I are going to be doing our February anniversary trailer reactions soon. Very much enjoy those. We also do a review show on Sundays, The Last of Us. Check out the most recent one, episode 2. And I have my own separate channel, Fandom United. It's been a lot of rumors focused. So check that out if you want to know about Daredevil Born Again, the West Coast Avengers, Captain America New World Order, Avengers Secret Wars. Yeah, I don't hold back. So check me out there.
Mr. Brian?
Brian, nope, that's not right. You've all seen him on Twitter. Brian Valsino, if you want to join my book club on Goodreads. Excuse me, book club Cult. A certain point of view. And that's about it.
And Keith Barnes.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for watching. That was fun. You can find me on Twitter at KeithBarnes79. You see me with my buddy Jacob Bartley on Bartley and Barnes. We'll be back for sure next month. I'm saying it. I'm declaring it.
This is my favorite thing every single month. We promise.
100%.
I just think I need to step in as executive producer at this point.
That's maybe you and I both. Jacob and I had that conversation. He put me in charge. So maybe you too. Yes, we're both.
I wasn't expecting 100%.
That. 100%. The reason I say that is because I'm trying to put the show together. Our next episode, because we got a lot to talk about. Stuff that's happened the last couple months since we last talked. So, but definitely there every now and then you'll see me with my buddy Gio on Fandom United, and like you said, our Last of Us reviews. The show's spectacular, it's beautiful, love it. So yeah, come check us out on Sundays after the show, and of course right here every Tuesday on Apocaflix Movies.
Hey, at least next month's a short month, so when you say it next month, it's like we kind of get it, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, there's only a few days left in this month, so it's not exactly.
Jake, I have one question before you plug, because you said you rewatch Tron multiple times a year. Do you rewatch Tron more in a year or Speed Racer?
Tron.
Oh man,
I'm still pissed they're making fucking Hot Wheels and not Speed Racer.
Oh yeah,
I saw your tweet today. That's
so stupid. They're making a stupid Hot Wheels movie. Just make it. It's Speed Racer. It's literally Speed Racer. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Look,
hey, man.
The boys, Gio and Keith are killing it on anniversary reactions. They're a lot of fun. Rambo 2008 went up today. Rambo 4. It's the anniversary today. Go check it out. They react to the trailer. They discuss the movie. February is a packed house. They're going to have tons of reactions for those. We're going to get those out on the anniversary week. So you go check those out. Brian and I will be live for the Mandalorian Club tomorrow evening. It's going to be pushed to 6 o'clock Pacific because of our work schedule. We'll be breaking down the Bad Batch episode 5. We'll be live at 6 o'clock Pacific tomorrow evening. And then just like they mentioned, The Last of Us on Sunday nights after the show.
You guys doing a good job.
Yeah. 8 o'clock Pacific, I believe, is going to be the set time, boys? No? Yes? No? Maybe so?
At least while the 49ers are in the playoffs. So.
Fair enough.
You'll be done by next week.
Yeah, you'll be done by this week. And one last big shout out to Mr. Brian Nussbaum, who joins us. Happy birthday, my guy. Thank you so much.
Hey,
man.
Brian, happy birthday, buddy.
Find us all over the social medias, Twitter, TikTok. If you want to support the channel, you can hit that Streamlabs link and support us over there. And join our Discord. Our Discord is rocking. We have some really, really great people over there. It's for free. Just hit the link, join us. We're talking movies all day long, among many other things. So again, to everyone watching live, we appreciate you all. You guys stay safe, and we will catch you guys next time. Night, guys.